Now, you know what is you explain to them what is the benefit of having less number of teeth and what is the benefit of having more number of teeth.
What's the module and how we calculate it? What's the module of teeth?
Yes, and one it will be soft, what is the benefit? One it will be rough, what is the benefit? Or the more teeth, what help you, and the less teeth, what help you? You understand it? What's the benefit of more teeth?
More teeth is to travel faster. No, travel slower.
Slower.
Yes.
Okay. And more teeth?
Then the big teeth.
Yes.
And less.
So teeth is equal to, from this one is equal to what? Teeth is equal to what? Time. So the number of teeth will affect time. Okay? And once you change time, it means you need to, it's passing more distance. It's covering more distance. So teeth, number of teeth is equal time. Is it understandable? You understand it?
Yes.
You know it, Armand, yeah?
Okay. Now, if you have these inputs, to explain these inputs, let's make a simple calculation. If you have this length of 5,000 millimeter and you have only 60 seconds, we can put it with 1 minute. So, if you haven't motor, you will buy motor. Okay? So, your RPM of motor, what will be? Generally, without any calculation, you have 5 meters. You need to travel it in 1 minute. So your motor will RPM will be
5,000 divided by what?
by time.
By time. The 5 meter, you need to know your motor, how much the rotation should have to gives you the length. So length divided by time, you will get out each millimeter how much it requires time, or how many rotation to cover this time. You understood it?
So if we divide 5,000 by length by time,
Yes.
so we get the total now.
5,000.
You need to get the rotation. Rotation.
Let's explain it more. There are standard rule. Velocity V equal space under time divided time. Velocity in a car, in the RPM, when you go to car running, this space in a specific time. I need to go from here to here in a specific time. This is my velocity. Okay? I come to Mr. Khaldoon from this board in 1 minute. This is my velocity. Or whatever, 2 meters, 1 meter and a half in 1 minute. 1 meter and 2 meters in 1 minute. 3 meters in 1 minute. Different speed. Okay? These are a rule. Standard basis of equation called velocity. V meaning velocity equal S space or distance. Okay? Divide time. This S or D, space or distance. According to language, according to concentration, inside. Okay, no problem. Okay? S under T or D under T. Alright? So,
but there is doubt still what the meaning of space, what is the meaning of distance. Professors now calculating how, like, there is many component of distance. It is how to pass it. It is by time, it is by year, it is here we call it on our earth, we call it time, which you already set up a time, 24 hour per day. The day is a 24 hour. So this is from the 24 hour. They come up that an hour is a 60 minutes, and a minute is a 60 seconds. Yes. So this is how they come out with something called space or distance based on time.
Okay. Equal. Space will be measured in millimeter, and time will be measured in minute. So the final unit will be mm min. Okay, is a unit of the velocity. All right. Now, your motor, standard motors that you have a specific diameter of each pinion. Your motor like that. If you will caliber, you will measure this one, have a specific diameter. Okay? This diameter only indicated its velocity on the motor ticket. Okay, the velocity which written on the motor ticket, meaning that the velocity of this diameter of this pinion only. This diameter only. Okay, meaning the motor itself, without anything installed on it, any gears, any cylinders, anything, the motor itself, okay, have this RPM in its pinion. Okay, why? Because when you will change diameter, the speed will be changed and the acceleration will be changed. Why? When you have this pinion, okay, and I am here, okay, and we'll go to this point, and Arnold here started with you, okay, with the same speed. So which one will reach first? Here, because your circle is very narrow. Your circle very narrow.
نفس الوقت بس distance أكبر.
Distance أكبر yes. ما هي دي جاية تطلع بعد كده على potential. ترجع على potential. Okay. Distance is very narrow. I will go to, if I will get this table, will be cut, okay, with this small diameter, and I will go from here to here. It's okay, and will be more, and from here to here, okay, difference with difference of length, okay, like mid here, that's it, practical, all right. So now you have to identify the speed, velocity, or the speed. Okay.
You understand the motor? The motor velocity is a fixed point. Is fixed based on the thickness of the X that coming out from the motor. It's only the fixed thing that you have. The motor is written there 11 RPM. It means this 2 centimeter X or this 1 centimeter X can rotate from point 0 to point 0 with a 360 degrees rotation, 11 rotation per minute. You get it? You understood what's the difference? Any changing in this diameter, it will change the full calculation. If this diameter is 1 centi and you come and you put 2 centi, you are doubling the rotation. Instead of 11 rotation per minute, you become how much? 22 rotation per minute. Because why? You increase the area. It's like this cup. You are here and you are rotating. You are crossing this distance. But if your point is here, you are crossing this distance. So this distance is bigger than this distance. Yes?
Okay.
Guys, let it take time, but you understand exactly how gear things work logically. If anything you don't understand immediately, you stop on it so we can explain to you.
Okay. Now, this circle with a total length, for example,
1 centimeter, let's say.
or 1 centimeter, 10 millimeter to standard.
Which is the
is a 20 millimeter.
normal thickness of the motor axle.
Okay. 20, 10 millimeter, and 20 millimeter. Two circles. Okay. You will start here walking, and the Arnold will start walking from here. Okay. Your speed will be constant. This means that your speed will be, for example, 10 millimeter. You will travel 10 millimeter a minute. Okay? You travel 10 millimeter in 1 minute. Okay? And Arnold does the same.
360 degrees.
Okay? This, now, if we need to get the total length of this circle, our rule that we said before and Mr. Khatun explained it, okay? Now, 2 by r, if you are diameter, or you can d y. Okay? This means that 10 by 3.40. The first circle, C1 equal, and C2 equal okay. Now, your speed is constant. V equal ST. Okay? Your speed here is 10 millimeters per minute. Okay? You will start together 10 millimeter per minute. 10 millimeter per minute. Each minute 10 millimeters, each minute 10 millimeters, okay, in this way, and each minute 10 millimeters, okay. So let's divide these 10, each 10 millimeter divided by 31.4. First one, total length, okay, because this total length I'm moving the same, 31.4 divided to 10. 1.4 divided 10. 3.40. Okay, 3.40. Right? And if you will divide this 20, this 62.8 divided 20, 3.40. What does it mean? Anyone can imagine what does it mean? You have the same speed. You're working with the same speed. Okay? And you need your speed, working with your speed, and you need to travel this distance. And with his speed, he will travel this distance. Difference will be in finally the time. Time. You have to-
Distance.
Eh?
Distance. Time is fixed. You have the 11 RPM, it means 11 RPM.
No مش مواتير، انا بتكلم في ماشي على رجله. ماشي رجله مش working with your hand, not motors. انا بجيبها لك بس من اولها.
The same speed.
The same speed. You have the same speed. Okay? But finally the time will be changing. Okay? If I will go to from here with car of Mr. Khaldoun and my car, we will go start with the same speed. 100 millimeter per minute. Okay? Alright? I will go to 100 millimeter per minute. I need to travel 100 meters, okay, 100 kilometers, 100 meters, okay, and Mr. Khaldun will travel 50 meters with the same speed. Which will go first? Which arrive first? Choose the shortest distance. So the time will be affected. Okay, right? All joke of these rules in the time distance. It's a mean. Okay, each thing, round or linear, must be converted to distance and time. Okay, you will get it very easy.
In general, all you are converting it to linear, to straight. Even the gear, you need to get the circumference so you know what is the length. You get it?
Okay. In this sequence, we have 11 RPM, 11 round per minute. Okay, motor working 11 rounds per minute, and we have 5,000 millimeter. 5,000 millimeter. Okay, we need to travel this 5,000 with this motor in 1 minute. This means if we will get schematic, it is called in engineering free diagram. Free diagram. Put this free diagram and making it. Okay, I will start from here. Good. This distance 5,000 and this diameter we don't know. This we don't know, that we need to know. Okay. This is our result that we need to know, because this our result will identify this diameter. So we'll identify the gear and number of pieces. Okay. Alright. First, working with not gear, working as normal cylinder, working on a plane surface, like we made with this bottle. Working with it. Don't convert it into
Or in the
get yourself.
or in the other terminology in manufacturing, let's say you have a belt. It's not a gear, it's a belt.
Okay. Now we don't smooth diameter. We need to work with this bottle, like we made before. Okay, with this motor at 5,000 millimeter in 1 minute. Okay, so our speed, we need the speed V equal S divided T. Now we know the speed that we need. We know the speed.
You know the velocity.
Okay, what's the speed? Finally, the speed is 5,000 under 1 minute. Okay, alright enough? Okay, now we have 11 RPM. This means that I have only 11 RPM. This 11 RPM, if I need this 11, can be divided into
5,000.
5,000. If you divide it 11 cycle, 11 rounds, okay, this means that 11 times I will use my leg 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, okay, to travel this 5 meter, okay. So 5,000 will be this 5,000 divide 11 RPM, means that 454.54 periodic. This means that this number is continuous. Okay? What does it mean? Anyone can say what is number?
Sir, that one, what is that number?
This one.
That's a revolution. The revolution.
Think again. Think. It's very easy. We get the result. Already we got the result. already result has been finished. You need again. We need this after 11 times. Okay. Don't forget this RPM. Okay. After 11 times, I need to go after 11 steps. To need this. After 11 walks, this is a peach. This is my peach. After 11, this will be, I will name it with O. Okay. After 11 O,
We cross 5,000.
we cross 5,000. What does it mean? That when we divide this 5,000 divided 11 O, you will get the O.
Yeah.
Okay? This means that this O, what does it mean if we need, sorry.
The current of one revolution.
Yes, if we need to convert this O in a circular, this is a rule button from the other side. If your rule distance called total length of circle, okay, equal total length of circle 2 by R. Okay, now we have this number. O is the number of total length of circle. Okay, you need to convert this number now. This means that you have on board to see good.
Like 30 شوية سنة مش هيفهموا.
ايه؟
مش هيفهموا.
طيب هنجيبها لهم بشكل تاني.
We are teaching you now engineering. It's not as a.
Okay, now this stuff, this pitch of my leg. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? Alright? This 11 pitch 11 P P P P P P P P P and the total is L equal 5. Sorry. You know it's okay? Understand? Very clear. So, did you remember first time we said about that when we made this paper? This is a pitch that we made a practical. This is a P. This is a P. Okay. But when we made it with bottle, what did we? This P was like that. Okay.
1 P.
The 1B is this. Okay. If I will take 1B, put it linear, put it circular, put it something like that, still B. It still have the same length. Okay. Only I need, after get this result, I need to calculate which diameter I need. Which diameter I need. So I need to convert this B from linear way to circular way. To know the diameter from this P. Sure. Okay? Any length in the world, any length in the life, you can convert it to circle. Sure, that will have a specific diameter. Okay? So, now we finish the first part of the equation. What's the first part? This one. We got this 5,000 divided 11. We got the P. Finished. Okay. Park it in your mind. Right? Second, we need to convert this P that we got into circular shape to know the diameter, to identify what diameter we need here. Alright? Okay. So
what we will do, how we will divide,
We have
how we will get the circumference of the gear. The circumference of the gear is the P, yes?
yes sir.
How we will get the circumference of the P?
The transfer we already get the P.
How? What is the size now? How we will get it?
We divide the length into the RPM.
Okay,
So we get the P.
okay,
So P is already equal to the circumference.
okay.
okay.
Is it clear, Nali?
Yes.
Okay. So how much was the
154 points.
Yeah. So our first rule of conference, what's called
154?
2 by R by 2R. Okay, this is our first. We said, how can convert this circle to no length?
How to get the flat and make circle.
Okay,
If you have the flat circumference, how to divide to get the diameter.
okay.
And if you have the diameter, how to get the circumference? You already know, yes?
All right.
Yes.
So now, did you understand the P? Okay, I will tell it.
Yes.
Can you, if you need to take a picture, okay. All right, delete. Now we got a P equal this number. This is the P in millimeter. Okay, كده? Okay. Let's remember the rule of conference equal circumference equal this by. Okay? Alright? This is the first rule. We said that this 3.40 standard number, constant number, and these two already a number, and these are already a radius of circle. If we know the circle, okay, and this is a C that we need to know also, okay. So this is a rule in default way. Now we have this number is this, so we know now the conference. I know this, I know this, I know this, only I need this. It's a very simple equation. Now, equation has only one passive factor. Okay? So, can be got normally. Now, mathematically, if you have something like that and have a conclusion, you can simple it in small numbers. Okay? Let's try. If you can imagine that you have 2 and this 4 and this 6. Imagine another number to know the way which factor you will divide it and which factor will be multiplied. Okay? What will 2 by 4? 8. Okay, 8 by 6.
48.
Good. Okay. Now you have this 48, and you have this 2, and you have this 4, and you have this 6. So 2 by 4, 8.
Divided.
If you will divide this, divide 8, you will get this. Okay? So the same way, this means that if you will get R, this R equal, which means 48 at this, okay? So CC 2 by finish. Finish. Okay? Okay, calculate it. Let's see which this number. Divided 2 over 3. This is R 72.378. These are, if you read the diameter, what we will do? Multiply 2 equals the diameter is 2, it is 2 values. Okay. By 2. Okay. This is the diameter we need.
So what our gear size now?
14 cm.
14 cm. Diet. Okay.
Okay. Now, which exactly the diameter of the gear will be have this number? Concentrate in this drop. Which exactly the diameter? We explained that we have 3 diameters in the gear. Alright. The contact diameter, not the outer, not the inner. The contact one here. It's very important. Your page based on this diameter because that's the main contact point. Okay, which generates the movement. Okay, all right. Now you will go normally to edit in toolboxes. Any component from toolbox, you will use edit toolbox, not open or edit or normal edit. Okay, because have a special icon. This is a toolbox. Toolbox. Okay, right click and edit toolbox command. Before we need to measure to know what's about this teeth. Right click show to know this diameter.
Okay. Guys, one question. If the 14 cm is very big and you cannot fit a gear, what will be our solution?
Push the motor. Push the motor.
If you cannot reduce the speed of the motor and you cannot have a size of 14, what you will do in this situation?
The gear is big. We cannot fit in the back. Again.
No, the gear, you don't have a distance of 14 centimeter to run this thing. You are limited in the size you have inside the unit, and the gear is big, 14 centimeter. This is the case usually what we have it. Like the full unit is 20 centimeter, the stand is 10 centimeter, remaining 10 centimeter. You cannot put a gear 14 centimeter because it will show up. What you will do in this situation?
But wait, please, مش الجير ده مش راك. انت كده بتتكلم على روتري جير.
Same thing.
The same thing?
If you have big size, if you have the 14
But
centimeter
you cannot
size,
change the size of the nut. Do the same.
there is one factor can affect on this one. Only one factor. There is no other factor that you can play with it.
No, I mean we will keep the same size of the nut.
Yeah.
The motor is still the same?
Yes.
But
This is what I face. I face the same.
But you will still the same 1 minute with the 5 meter. You will
Yes.
still the same 1 minute.
You have the 1 meter. You have 5 meter fixed size. You have 11 RPM fixed power of the motor. Okay, And then you fabricate a gear. You need to fabricate a gear, and you come out 14 cent. It's a big gear. How to reduce the size and keep the same
1 minute.
distance.
I think you should have.
درجتك انت عرفت شو
لا ما هي انت عشان تعمل الحركه دي
When you mold the gear, the time will also
هتعمل كذا جير، تعمل جيرين روتري جنب بعض عشان تعلي السرعه من 11 تروح معليها تنزل بيها لتحت، لكن مش انت طبعا.
This, because sometimes, not sometimes, always you will have this issue. Always you will have this issue, because first thing what you didn't think about it is the size of the teeth. You think if you reduce or increase the size of the teeth, you can change in the diet?
Yes. As we said that there is something called module. What the module equal? I will show you something will be reference, and I will give you data server. Scientifics. Mechatronics. Engineering books. Yes, that we said this is a module which can change and select your gear. Okay, as we said at the first lecture, if you remember, it says reference diameter divided by number of teeth. Okay, so now we have this diameter. Now our diameter was what? Yes, this is our diameter. Okay, and we will select, for example, module number 5. Module number 5. Okay. Now, if this diameter, he said to you, reference diameter means this diameter divided by number of pieces equals the module. Now we have the module and we have the reference diameter. We need only the number of pieces. Okay. Number of pieces will affect the diameter of the gear, which Mr. Khaldun said. Okay, so when you have small area and you need to get the same distance, the same power, or the same whatever, okay, you will play a module, will change your module in Solidworks on any catalogs standard worldwide. Okay, change the module and number of pieces. Okay, through this equation. All right. So now our 144.757. Now, how can we do this? I use this number.
Question about the lateral diameter of a module.
Yes.
reference dia divided by what?
Imagine that this 10 by 2 equal 5. So I have the 5 and I have the 10. What is my 2? That means that 10
divided
5
then you will get
2. So reference diameter divided module.
What is the module here in our situation?
Module 28.8 is our module. I will save to use this paper to be a reference.
I know it's hard, but this is what you will face in the actual implementation. because you always have this issue. You cannot go for a
So we
gear.
will both change the module of the rack and the
Yes. You cannot get a gear. If this comes out the equation 15 centi gear, can you imagine 15 centi gear? This much big. Yes? And once you go more in bigger sizes, what you will have another issue is the stability of this thing. We are talking about another thing to do and your implementation. So how to reduce this 15 centi gear? You need to think in a solution to reduce down this one, because you don't have any other. There is an option, but it is too much complicated for you to learn. Then you are going through an actual mechanical. This is where these gears and this implementation goes.
So you will reduce the diameter to smaller but the same number of gears. So the rotation will be the same.
This is how you can reduce the size. There is another way to put 3 gears, to transfer the number of teeth to another. You divide these to these and then you get out. But once you transfer, you have a reverse thing. And you are rotating 2 gears like this. Yes? This rotate left, this rotate right. Then your motor is working opposite if you put 2 gears. It can work in 2 gears.
Now we will change the number of teeth. Why? Because our module is fixed. Okay, if you will change the module in the gear 1, okay, you will shoot the module in rack, because nothing gearbox in the world can be working with multi-modules.
Here you can change the size of the teeth, yes?
Yeah, you can change the number of teeth. Already will be changed the size, because have a module and number of teeth. They will do automatically the equation and
let's say we have constraints here. We need to fix the 10 centimeter. The maximum size you can use is 10 centimeter. Then it will come out how many teeth you need to have to run in the same stuff.
You can make a dimension, just a virtual bus for us. So, do you understood what happened? Do you remember this sketch? That be always tangent with this gear.
Yes.
Okay. Now I need to up this gear because they have some interference between them. Okay. I need to make that sketch. Just change. Okay. Have a reference now. And you will change also to selection in mechanical motion, because this number, yes, if you see this number, see this number near this 424 and this 454. Okay. In modules, you have standard modules in the world. So you should follow these modules. Okay.
Now what's the size you have?
Total diameter of gear, external diameter, evaluate, measure, just radius 72.5 millimeter. So total diameter yes 145 millimeter, not centimeter. Okay, and you can reduce this one also if you have the space. This 23 if you need to make it low, below 23. Okay, 20 you will get 3 millimeters if you have any clearance you need. Understood this way? Okay, I know that's very big for you. We'll take a break about this this lecture.
Look, guys, this one not easy to learn. I